What's up guys, James here, welcome back to another video where today I am gonna be doing another movie review. And this movie review is a movie that has been out for a while, that I just haven't gotten to review it until I saw it a couple days ago. Now, what is this movie, you may ask, even though you probably read the title? It is Curella. Now, Curella is the origin story of Curella DeVille. Curella DeVille played by Emma Stone. And Corella's name used to be Estella, but after some complications, bad things happened, she turns to the evil side and becomes Curella. Now, to start this review off, let's go with the positives of this movie. Now, the positives, sorry guys, I can't pick. The positives of this movie are the performances by Emma Stone and Emma Thompson. As I said before, Emma Stone played Curella in this movie, Curella DeVille, and for sure she's the standout performance because she's the main character and all of that, and she does a wonderful job of being perfectly registered. But Emma Thompson, on the other hand, plays a character called the Baroness, where her goal, she's basically a fashion designer as well, as Curella. Curella is also a fashion designer. She ends up working at this fashion designer clothing place where the Baroness is kind of like the critic of all the clothes and the boss, basically. One of the bosses is basically. And, yeah, so that's kind of the main premise, to not give everything away, because there are spoilers in this movie that major plot elements that can't give away, because if you want to go see this movie, then but sadly guys, other than the things I said, the performances from Emma Stone and Emma Thompson, and the rest of the cast, basically, are great. But other than that, I do feel like this movie is a big letdown. Mainly because I just feel like it focuses way too much on the fashion side of things, and it like focusing on them making clothes and talking about them, and it just makes the movie drag on way too much, even the parts that are not particularly about that subject. And another reason why it drags is there's some plot elements in the thing that goes on for way too long. This is a 2 hour and 15 minute movie. There are at least one in particular where it takes forever for the story to get going, and has some nonsense plot elements that did not need to exist. They could have just gone to the point of some of these plot elements way quicker. And yes, since all of that is in the play, the fashion design stuff is not interesting to me, or the plot elements going on for way too long, or some of them. This movie is really boring to me. They have lots of music in this movie, and I think that's supposed to make it like upbeat and like a fun watch. I disagree with that because I just was frustrated with that because it feels like they knew that this was a really boring movie and they just added music, which did go with the story elements, like fit in perfectly with the story, but I couldn't get off my mind the fact that this movie was trying too hard with the music to make it all upbeat and interesting. It felt like they knew that, and they just added the music to make everything upbeat, and it just made everything kind of off-centered for me. The comedy in this movie, because Jasper and Horace are in this movie. If you've seen the original 101 Dalmatians, you know that Jasper and Horace are the henchmen that Curella meets in this movie. And they're the henchmen that helps her out and all this stuff, and they bring the comedy, most of the comedy in this movie. The comedy is hit and miss, which in this movie in particular, I do wish this movie at least was more funny because it would have been made it more interesting. But like I said, it's a very performance heavy movie since I think the stuff I mentioned already kind of is not that good. But luckily the performances in this movie are fantastic. Mostly from Emma Stone. I do have one more positives other than the performances though. And that's the direction. I feel like the shots in this movie and the way it's made, it's while not groundbreaking, I think they do bring a nice style and stuff to the movie. The director of this movie is Greg Gillespie. And while I think half of his directing, like the choice to add music to the movie, which I think brings it off center, but I think everything else in the direction is beautiful, the shots, all that stuff, and if you're wondering, they're all dogs in this movie. They are not in it that much though. But if you want to see dogs, you can see dogs. Just if you're a dog lover, you're not really gonna like this movie because there are not many dogs, so don't expect anything like that. So guys, that is my review for Curella. I sadly did not like it that much, but that doesn't mean you guys might. Do you guys like this movie? Tell me in the comment section down below if you like this movie. If you didn't like this movie, hit that subscribe button. And once you hit that subscribe button, click the bell notification button, because then you're going to be updated every time I upload a new video. And hit the like button if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.